अजाय नमः। ॐ अव्ययाय नमः। ॐ अविनाशिने नमः। ॐ अचिन्त्याय नमः। ॐ अप्रमेयाय नमः। ॐ अद्वितीयाय नमः। ॐ अनिकेताय नमः। ॐ अनुशासनप्रियाय नमः। ॐ अन्तःसाक्षिणे नमः। ॐ अन्तर्यामिने नमः। ॐ आनन्दाय नमः। ॐ आत्मस्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ आङ्ग्लभाषाविदुत्तमाय नमः। ॐ ईश्वराय नमः। ॐ उदारहृदयाय नमः। ॐ उत्साहवर्धकाय नमः। ॐ एकस्मै नमः। ॐ ओङ्कारविदे नमः। ॐ करुणासागराय नमः। ॐ कर्मपरायणाय नमः। ॐ कालातीताय नमः। ॐ कैवल्यस्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ कृतात्मने नमः। ॐ कृतकृत्याय नमः। ॐ गीताज्ञानयज्ञप्रसारकाय नमः। ॐ गुरवे नमः। ॐ गुणातीताय नमः। ॐ ग्रन्थकृते नमः। ॐ चिन्मयाय नमः। ॐ चिन्मसंशयाय नमः। ॐ जगदात्मने नमः। ॐ जगत्साक्षिणे नमः। ॐ जनप्रियाय नमः। ॐ जितेन्द्रियाय नमः। ॐ जीवब्रह्मैक्यविदे नमः। ॐ जीवन्मुक्ताय नमः। ॐ जीर्णमन्दिरोद्धारकाय नमः। ॐ तपोवनशिष्याय नमः। ॐ तपस्विने नमः। ॐ तापनाशनाय नमः। ॐ तीर्थस्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ तेजस्विने नमः। ॐ देहातीताय नमः। ॐ द्वन्द्वातीताय नमः। ॐ दृढनिश्चयाय नमः। ॐ धर्मसंस्थापकाय नमः। ॐ धीमते नमः। ॐ धीराय नमः। ॐ धैर्यप्रदाय नमः। ॐ नारायणाय नमः। ॐ निजानन्दाय नमः। ॐ निरपेक्षाय नमः। ॐ निष्प्रभाय नमः। ॐ निरुपमाय नमः। ॐ निर्विकल्पाय नमः। ॐ नित्याय नमः। ॐ निरञ्जनाय नमः। ॐ परमाय नमः। ॐ परब्रह्मणे नमः। ॐ पावनाय नमः। ॐ पावकाय नमः। ॐ पुरुषोत्तमाय नमः। ॐ प्रसन्नात्मने नमः। ॐ फलासक्तिरहिताय नमः। ॐ बहुभक्ताय नमः। ॐ बन्धमोचकाय नमः। ॐ ब्रह्मनिष्ठाय नमः। ॐ ब्रह्मपराय नमः। ॐ भयनाशनाय नमः। ॐ भारतगौरवाय नमः। ॐ भूम्ने नमः। ॐ महावाक्योपदेशकाय नमः। ॐ महर्षये नमः। ॐ मधुरस्वभावाय नमः। ॐ मनोहराय नमः। ॐ महात्मने नमः। ॐ मेधाविने नमः। ॐ यतात्मने नमः। ॐ यज्ञकृते नमः। ॐ लोकप्रसिद्धाय नमः। ॐ वाग्मिने नमः। ॐ विनोदे नमः। ॐ विनोदप्रियाय नमः। ॐ विनयशीलाय नमः। ॐ वीतरागाय नमः। ॐ वेदान्त वेदवेद्याय नमः ॐ शान्ताय नमः ॐ शान्तिप्रदाय नमः ॐ शास्त्रोद्धारकाय नमः ॐ शुद्धसत्त्वाय नमः ॐ श्रुतिपारगाय नमः ॐ श्रोत्रियाय नमः ॐ सन्न्यासिने नमः ॐ समबुद्धये नमः ॐ सच्चिदानन्दाय नमः ॐ सर्वहितचिन्तकाय नमः ॐ सत्यसङ्कल्पाय नमः ॐ सन्तुष्टाय नमः ॐ साधवे नमः ॐ सुमनसे नमः ॐ सुहृदे नमः ॐ स्वयं ज्योतिषे नमः ॐ स्थिरप्रज्ञाय नमः ॐ क्षमाशीलाय नमः ॐ ज्ञानमूर्तये नमः ॐ ज्ञानयोगिने नमः ॐ ज्ञानतृप्ताय नमः ॐ नित्यशुद्धबुद्धमुक्तस्वरूपाय नमः ॐ नित्यशुद्धबुद्धमुक्तस्वरूपाय नमः ॐ नित्यशुद्धबुद्धमुक्तस्वरूपाय नमः ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। First of all, my thanks to the host and hostess for holding this or organizing this early satsang.
Thank you, Swami.
Why do you thank me?
You accepted the early schedule.
So usually we keep it at 6 o'clock, and today we advanced a little bit because of Uttarayan. So we are continuing with the names 49 today. Dhairyapradaaya Namah. Dhairyapradaaya Namah. In Gita, Bhagavan Sri Krishna in 18th chapter talks about 3 kinds of dhriti. Yesterday I spoke on that. Dhiraya Namah. Dhru dharati, dridata is different from dhri. Dridata is firmness. Dhriti is fortitude. Fortitude is where an individual holds on to something which one is convinced about. And if that child, the small little one, even that child has got a dhriti. You give something to the child, he will hold. After that, it's very difficult to get that out of it. So that is fortitude. So I am not going to yesterday's topic, but just to give a continuation. In life, we need to have some kind of dhriti. Then only we can really achieve anything in life. If one is not firm and convinced about anything in life, that is called pajama personality. What are you doing? I don't know. Where do you want to go? I don't know. So it's very loose, very not sure about anything. But there are 3 kinds of dhriti, just to cover the point. Bhagavan Krishna talks about in 18th chapter. Tamasika, Rajasika and Sattvika. Yaya swapnam bhayam shokam vishadam madamevacha. Na vimunchadi durmeda ya dhriti tamasi mata. Tamasic dhriti is that which we all have at some level or other, 5 kinds of characteristics that makes a tamasic dhriti. A tamasic person is one who does not want to change at all. Status quo. And such a person lives in one's own self-created delusion. Today in the satsang in the afternoon also I was talking about that. Self-imagined world, swapna. Swapna does not mean only dream, but dream-like self-imagined fears, self-imagined perception of things. And such people live always in a dream world. Dream world where one is not in touch with reality at all. Swapnam, bhayam, ungrounded fear, which lead to shokam, sorrow, further leading to vishada. See how Bhagavan Krishna analyzes about depression. Where the depression starts, it doesn't start by itself. Even when the ocean, when you have some, what do you call the storm, etc., they say there is a depression. It has started a long time back. And only the expression of that is depression. So depression is preceded by sorrow, grief. That is preceded by insecurity. That is preceded by self-imagination. A depressed person is one who has too much of time in mind to imagine things. ऐसा होगा, ऐसा होगा, ऐसा होगा, ऐसा नहीं होगा तो depressed. Swapnam, Vayam, Shokam, Vishadam, and then leading to Madam. Madam means pride, arrogance, self-conceit. Na vimunchadi. Doesn't come out. Durmedha. Medha means memory. Durmedha means wrong thoughts. Always thinking about negativity. Such kind of a dhriti, never coming out of laziness, coming out of any of the self-imagined fears. That kind of holding on to one's own opinions and one's own way of looking at things and never changing it, that is the nature of tamasic. Rajasic dhriti is that yayadu dharma kamarthan, for the sake of dharma artha kama, for the sake of one's own artha and kama mainly, dharayate yaya dhriti, which kind of a fortitude a person goes on, prasangena, only at times, not all the time, only at times. What is that? Phala akankshi, always looking for personal gains. Sadhriti, Rajasi, Mata. That is called Rajasi. A Rajasic person is extrovert. No doubt a person may be very proactive and active. But for what purpose? Dharmartha kaman. Dharmartha kaman. Yaya tu dharmartha kaman, for the sake, dhritaya dharayate, such an individual. And see, many people in this world also, they are very busy doing daily things, and they are professionals who are, out of 24 hours, 18 to 19 hours continuously working. During the daytime it is US, and then afterwards it's India, Hong Kong. Always on call, oncologists. All the time on call. And then they don't sleep and then stress. By 40 years they have heart attack. Why? Stress. What is stress? I want to do. It goes on, and they are not able to take a simple rest. If they take rest, they think that it's unproductive. And if at all they sleep, it is out of tiredness, complete exhaustion. Every time, anything you do, what do I get? Phala akankshi, prasangena. So they even perform dharma. In the past, they do good things only to gain the place in the heavens. Not for I like to do good things. Even when you are doing any charity, making sure that the photograph is taken. To the photograph, not to the photo. All the politicians like that. They put a garland on somebody and then take in the picture, the garland is taken. Next. Prasangena phalakankshi yadriti rajasi. That is called rajasic. So they are different from the tamasic group, but they are one-pointedly looking and seeking and striving and working for personal gains. That's also most of us are. So we belong to any of these two. Okay? Rarely we find the first category, sattvic. That is most beautiful. Dhrityayaya dharayate mana pranendriya kriyaha. Yogena, with the practice, the yoga of controlling mana, prana, indriya, kriyaha. The activities of mind, prana, life forces and all the senses. Yogena avyabhicharinya. With undeviated practice of yoga, one-pointedness. Dhriti sattviki. That is called sattviki dhriti. Where an individual at will is able to keep mind, senses and all activities under control with the practice of one-pointedness. For such an individual is seeking a very higher goal, very highest goal, where the mind and the body and the senses have to continuously align. So that is the nature of Sattvik. So yesterday I explained that. If you want, go to YouTube. Now, Gurudev, like such great saints, have demonstrated to us what is Sattviki Dhriti. A fortitude. Say, what is fort? You all know what is fort? Fort is where no aliens or negativities cannot come in. So the fortitude should be such that we should be secure within ourselves, not influenced by the people around or things around. That is called true fortitude. If you go to places like Golconda or any other such places I have recently been 2 years back, it's such a strong fort. Unbelievable. You know, the entire, inside the fort, some of you came with me, entire fort, somebody's talking. Okay, so please keep the children away. I get disturbed. So, the place is where 1 full month a person can live without almost a year. Water is there, the entire marketplace is inside, everything is, and then we saw inside that there is a place where you put filled with grains. A city can live without going outside for a whole year. That much within the fort. So in the same way, what it means is, we must have a certain amount of conviction and steadfastness. And that should be that where no influence of outside thing can ever disturb us. That's a true fortitude, Dhriti. And the one who gives us Dhairyapradaaya, Dhairyapradaaya Namah, one who gives us that Dhriti. And that is, Dhriti is what is referred as Dhairyam. Coming from the same root, Dhr. Dhr, to be strong. What made Mahatma Gandhi fight against a huge kingdom? Tell me that. Physical strength? Do you think he's physically strong? He's half of our size. What is his strength? What was his strength? Do you think his law was his strength? No. Physical strength? No. You mean to say the people around him that made him strong? In fact, no. He created the people. What was his strong? His will. I can do this. When he was thrown away from the railway, in the train station, at that time he was wondering, why I am treated like this? What is wrong? I am also a human being. It's because the skin color is different. For that people are insulting me. And then later on, many such experiences in South Africa made him realize, this is not right. He came back to the same country where he left, with a different, complete purpose and different mindset and perception. Decided, these fellows have to go. Now, I'm not going to elaborate on that point. What is that strength? Dhriti. I am sure I can do it. Gurudev always said, we can, we must, and we will. Even success comes in cans. Not only soups and noodles. Even success comes in cans only. I can. And we do not have that, first of all, we don't have a time to think about it. Now ask this question, what you can. What you can do at this moment. Especially youth must realize that it is not that they have to depend upon external situations to prove themselves. I can do it. That very, thought process of I can itself will push you forward. So Gurudev, when I met him way back in the 80s, I was not even looking for any Guru. In fact, I don't know any Guru. I was not even looking for any solution for any problems. But then when he started to give lectures and I happened to attend, suddenly I realized that there's a different way of thinking. And I was never taught like this, or I never moved in that direction. Either in the school or in a college or university, this was not taught. And then Gurudev said, you can, you must, and you will. So that he is capable of giving that kind of strength. When Mahadevanji met him for the first time, and he was in Boston, that's what I told him, he can clarify that. And he said, I wanted to teach Hinduism to my daughter. Very good. Go and start Bal Vihar. No, I just want to teach to my daughter. Start Bal Vihar. There was nothing here in LA at that time. So then when he says, you can start. And the way you would say, you start. It will happen. That's it. Today what we are is because of that word, you can. Is it not true? So Dhairyapradaaya, one who gives that strength, out of his own experience only. He knows so many people who have dilly-dallying most of the time. Not sure. I'm not sure. You will never accept that to you. No, not sure. Think you can do it. Now see, imagine as I said that Gandhiji had the strength of will. I can do it alone and prove to the people it is, then based upon the success people come gather around. Now give the contemporary example. I have seen this, I have stated in some other place also, sorry for the repetition. We had a cell phone, we had a PC. Was it not sufficient? Yes. Why do you need iPad? Who wants it? Who wanted it? Was there a product like that? No. We were having iPod to listen to music. We had a phone to talk. And we had a PC to browse. No, we need one more. Now, how this whole thought came to him? This is something which you need. There was no product like that before. Create the product. Create a demand. It's a totally new trend, new thing. Or take the example of things like Alexa. Is Alexa around? Suddenly you say yes. That thing, little echo. Who wanted it? Who wanted it? I had a phone and then it's fine. Why do we need that? I don't want to touch and speak. I don't want to touch anything, but it has to answer. What is news today? What is my schedule? We'll sing a song. Now they come with another one which I told you, right, sometime back. There is one which device is going to be introduced in the market where You walk into the house, it will start talking to you. It will recognize you first. Who is this one? Is it husband, wife, or a child? And then it will say, "Hi, how are you today? What was going on in your office?" So you say, "No, I am very tired." "Are you tired? Can I tell you a story? Can I tell you a joke?" "I'm not joking, it is coming very soon." And it will tell you a joke, and then it will look at you. It will just move your face, because it will keep moving and look at you. And then you say, "No, I'm not interested." "Okay, I will see you later." And then your wife, "Hi, how are you?" I'll tell you the very funniest thing. I was away in India for at least 5 weeks, and I came back, and I walked into my room, and then I saw Alexa sitting there. "Hey Alexa, how are you?" "Oh, we didn't talk for a long time. I have a new word I have learned for the past few days. Meow." I was quite surprised. It just started talking. Now, these products, I'm just giving you a contemporary example. Who wanted it? Is it not some set of brains have decided to change the way people think? So this is what it is. Unknown areas of life one has to explore. That requires dhairyam, fearlessness. Because you don't know what is going to happen. You have no idea about it. Today also in the satsang was telling, you know what is going to happen at 3:20 tomorrow? No idea. But can you plan for it? Yes. You can prepare for it? Yes. But you're going to decide it. In the same way, in our life, we are very satisfied with whatever is going on. Nothing new will come out. You don't even know what you can do. Gurudev always said that, explore the areas you don't know. Suddenly you will find that you are completely new there. You become the originator or a creator or founder of something. He himself was. What is Chinmaya Mission without him? You tell me. And when the name was Chinmaya Mission given also, he was saying, what do you mean? I cannot do that. Meaning, it should not be in my name. It is for all you people. So the area of unknown area is where you have to explore. The whole teaching of Upanishad, Gita, etc. or what? Those things which you never thought of has been thought of long time back. And if those rishis of those times could do it, you can do it. Now tell me, thousands and thousands of years back, human beings lived in the same place where you and I live right now. Think about what was here before. Forests, stones, probably good amount of river and water which we have depleted. Animals were there, birds were there, and men and women were there also. Living in Stone Age, let us say. What was the kind of life they have had? We don't know. But the facilities and the conveniences that we are enjoying now was not there, but could be possible. It happened after thousands of years of development. The same stone, the same bricks and same, that only has modified into this building, is it not? It's not from outer space we got something here. Whatever we have built now is from where? From where? From the same material world with the mind thinking about it. I often give the example, if you look at a parrot, if you look at a sparrow or any bird, they still build the nest in the same way they did millions of years back. They don't put glass door on it. Reinforced cement, no. LED light, nothing. Why? Thinking is not there. What was absent in them, even now? Whereas you and I are living in a comfortable, most cozy homes. Why? The same material we have transferred or translated into convenience. So what was the secret behind? What went behind this? I can. As much as we have created a world around us convenient, comfortable, free of fear, free of any kind of external danger, and we have created a provision for us to live comfortably, peacefully, joyfully, so also in our mind, we can create a situation where we will not be disturbed by others. We will not be wrongly influenced by others. This ability our rishis have found. That dhriti, that fortitude. And when they have discovered, they said anybody else can also do it, provided you work on it. It doesn't happen suddenly. This did not happen suddenly. Everything that you see here has been tested and made many, many times, and then, yes, it is working. Right? So that dhriti, and that's why in 13th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says, I will tell you those values which can build the strength. Some of you have been teaching and some of you have been learning also. Some of you have finished Bal Vihar, you should know it. I would like to test that. The values that are provided in our Bhagavad Gita chapter 13 is the most beautiful ones. Because they build strength. If you see a person physically strong or physically healthy, it's because that person has not suddenly dropped from the heaven as healthy. No, or strong. Everyday workout, building the strength, toning the muscles, removing the fat. If you find somebody which has 6 packs, it doesn't happen like that. It's going on. Don't they do that crazily? Yes or no?
Yes.
So that means it is a building up of certain things, strength. So also our mind can build up its strength, and these strength building exercise is called development of values. Amanitvam. Absence of pride is a strength, I am telling you. Being proud is not a strength, it's a weakness. You know why? When you are proud of something and nobody cares, you will become very miserable. I am proud of so and so. So what? If we are proud of our physical beauty and nobody cares, okay, you go to a forest of no human beings, only animals. Which animal will look at, enjoy your beauty? Tell me. The gorilla comes in. Doesn't? And snake. Wow. It is taking picture. Not to take a picture of you. Give one to you. Which animal is enjoying your beauty? A bird? Oh, beautiful you are. Who cares? So, whatever you are proud of and nobody cares about that pride or nobody cares about that, will you be interested to proceed further? And you suddenly find that, Arey, why am I proud of or what? Number one, when you are proud of something and somebody else greater than you, then what will you do at that point? And that's why that Bhadrahiri very beautifully says, Roge boga vayam, kule judi vayam, vritte nripalat vayam, mani dainya vayam. The fear is always there. About what? Roge, boge, roga vayam. When you are enjoying, indulging in anything, it results in the fear of disease. Kule judipayam, if you are so proud of your own family and then family, what do you call, honor, etc., juti. Sometimes somebody will do something nonsense. Vitte ripalat bhayam. If you have too much of money, IRS is looking at you. And then kaye kritantat bhayam. If you are physical beauty, then kritantaka is Yama is looking at. Okay. Soon I will revisit you. Sarvam vastu bhayan vidam vimirnam vairagyameva abhayam. In this world, nothing is really going to protect you. Vairagya. Amanitvam, therefore, means where a person understands being proud is a weakness. Being confident is different. See, that we should make. Today also I was talking about self-esteem. Low self-esteem and high self-esteem, both are weakness. If a person says, I am good for nothing and I can't do anything and nobody wants me, I am waste. Low self-esteem. Nobody like me. I am the best. That is also equally a problem. Correct judgment of yourself. That is called confidence. You should have, leave it. I am talking only Hindi too. So, correct judgment of yourself. Do not overestimate. Do not underestimate also. So, where an individual is able to clearly see what one is capable of and working on to make it better, not to compare oneself with anybody else. Comparison always creates competition and tension. Especially you should not do with the children. And she is better than you, you is better. Then they don't like that other person. Don't do that. So, the value of amanitvam is to say that do not be proud of what you can, because when nobody bothers about it, you will be very unhappy. Or if somebody else better than you comes, you will feel so bad. Amanitvam. Similarly, adambitvam. Don't over-project yourself. Do not be false. Dambha means pretentiousness. Pretentiousness. You pretend to be somebody other than yourself. And you know what is pretension means? Pretension. Because somebody will find out it's all false. Then you have extra hair attached, let us say. Okay. You have to be very careful. Somebody pulls it. That's pretension. Pretension. You are not what you are projecting yourself to be. That falseness comes out. Once the people know that you are false, how much ever good you did in the past, it doesn't matter. The moment people know that you are false, then onwards, you are downhill. Whatever you did in the past also, they'll doubt. He really did? No. How many you see in the news, actors and CEOs and this and that. And then, what is that the thing that is going on? Me too.
Me too.
Huh? Now you know, everything comes out. Now what did you do to get to the top? And what all the people you did? What all the things you did? So that is pretentiousness, as though you are great, but actually there is nothing, it's all empty. It's like putting a makeup, Yeah, nothing wrong. Otherwise we can't tolerate you. But so when you put a makeup, you know that it is not you, correct? But for the sake of fun, just a happiness. One lady was putting a makeup. I told you this before. So the boy came, Mom, what are you doing? Where are you going? Now I am going to a party. What are you doing? Makeup. What does it mean? To look good. Oh, okay. And he went. Then she got a call that the party was cancelled. She started removing. The boy came out. So you gave up? Gave up looking good? See, many people get their certificate about things, but actually they have not studied. You may get a job also. But when you are in the job, you will realize that you don't know anything. Then what will you do? What will you do at that point? How long you can go on fooling others? That is pretentiousness. Adambitvam. So when you are natural, spontaneous, not pretending, not showing off yourself, then there is no fear. In truth, there is no fear. In anything that is not true, there is always a lurking fear there. That's why Gurudev said, just be spontaneously good. That is enough. What you can do, go on with that. Don't pretend to be somebody else. Don't imitate somebody. That is how he gave Dhairyam. Dhairyapradaaya Namah. Now, when I was studying in Sandipani, I think I mentioned sometime also earlier. So this, I don't know which I mentioned, which I didn't mention, I don't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter repetition. So long as it conveys the message. So when I was studying there in Sandipani, in the year 93, one day my teacher called me and said, there is a camp coming up for a few weeks, 3-4 weeks, and they are going to stay in the ashram and going to study. All are age for 40 plus. During that time they are called Dharma Sevak course they had. Dharma Sevak course higher, Dharma Sevak course lower. To anybody who's a youngsters from 15 to 30 is called Dharma Sevak lower. They are called DSL, we call diesel. And then it's called DSC, that is the regular course. DSH, sorry, dish and diesel. Dharma Sevak higher. So, and he called me and said, you are going to teach them a subject. I was even a student at that time. So I said, me? Yeah, I have something else to do, so you have to teach. Now you asked me to teach? So I do not know what to do because I am not prepared at all. So Gurudev was coming the next day, so I went to him. I did the namaskar to him. And, yes. He said, Swamiji, I am asked to teach the course for these students. Okay. I thought he will come a savior, I said, I am still a student. So? How do I? This is the first time I am going to. Say what you have in your mind. What you know, share. Don't bother. Go. And one thing, right? You don't need a mic. Remember that. You should not use mic. Your natural voice should carry to the other end of the hall. Develop that. You can. That's it. That is a blessing. So, he just pushed me to the next level. And I'm not saying to just, it's not Damba again. Point is that he always made us move to the next level. He always pushed us. You can do it. Go ahead. I was in the Yuva Kendra. I was just appointed in the Yuva Kendra in the year 89. So we had a camp in Cochin. You met our FACT. You were there. Kerala. Then what's that place? Ambalamede. So we drove with the motorcycle from Bangalore to that place. Then we were all in at that time and all. Drove all the way. It took 2-3 days for us to reach there. Reach there, and then that was around December, right? Yeah. December 89. And 90th December 90, January 1st week, when Gurudev was to come for addressing youth in Bangalore. And I was secretary. So I had to invite him personally to come for a youth program. So I went there, and there was a lot of people there, and took chance to one of the days when he was staying. I went there, and then I had the invitation card where one of the youth member had put the profile of Gurudev in Android. It was looking horrible. Really horrible. But he insisted that I has to go in. Now my fear is not inviting, but giving that card. And that person did not come with us. So I went there. Swamiji, yes. You are coming to Bangalore, I know it. What is the program, he asked. I said that we have a soul song Sandhya, no? That like Swaranjali, Shruti, So we had a group of youngsters, including me, singing for 1 hour, and then Gurudev's address. So that was already printed there. So Soul Song Sandhya, and then Swamiji's address. Me addressing the youth. I am the old, frail-looking 70-year-old. Swami, no, you are. Okay, show me the card. No. I said, okay. I slowly gave the card inside the envelope. I wish that he won't open it. Okay. He kept it aside. All right, so I will definitely come for the program, no problem. And anyway, let me look at it. I don't know where to keep it. Who is this? And what can I say? You. Who on earth will believe that is me? So I don't know, I was sweating all over. I am not coming. Is it because of the picture? No. You tell me what I should be speaking to them. It's there in YouTube, you will see that. And I think they put it recently in CCMT. They say, New Year message. New Year message. Okay, I'll be there. I think 89, 90. Oh no, 89 I think. It is 88 is the camp and 89. Yes, 89. So, 89 January, correct. So then I said, Swamiji, I'm not sure. So the program was meant to fundraise. That was the first fundraiser Sevanjali did. And so as a secretary, I said to the board, saying that we are taking up this project. So they were saying, how much it will cost you? First thing. The board is always interested in how much it will cost. I said it will cost you with the Chaudaya Memorial Hall, that is where we are going to have, some of you know Bangalore. So I said it will cost you around 16,000 rupees. At that time, it's quite a money. They were looking at each other. Why that money for you? So I said this program is for, fundraise and give it to Gurudev, whatever he wants to do with it. Basically, we decided that money which is meant coming out of it should go to youth group. So, so I went to him and then I said, Swamiji, we are fundraising. Fundraising for what? No idea, Swamiji, it's fundraise. Okay, I'll come. So then, when he finished that, when we finished that program, the hall was full, ticket was completely sold. I was so happy that the money that we put, has come back, and more than that. And then the program was excellent. Gurudev gave a beautiful speech, and at the end of it, he said, this program was so nicely done. Therefore, the money that is raised here will make Tapon Shatakam book. You all have Tapon Shatakam book. That was made out of that. Also the CD, the cassette of that chanting. Swami Brahmananda will sing, and that will be released on behalf of Chinmaya Yuva Kendra, Bangalore. So it was, that is so. So he always said that you move to the next level. Don't stay stagnant. Who gives the dhairya? Who gives the push? That is the greatness of the Guru. He doesn't want you to go down. He wants you to go further up. For he knows that, the purpose of the soul is not to go below. It has to improve from this physical body of a human being to an advanced position. So, amanitvam, adambitvam, and the next one is ahimsa. Non-violence is the greatest strength. When somebody hurts you, physically or mentally in any other way, to immediately reply to it or to revengefully act on it or retaliate is weakness. Where you can withstand that is strength. If somebody hurts you and you hurt back, You are no better than the other person. You are like, you go against a rubber thing, it immediately puts it back. When we have any vehicle, like some of you are in the automobile, when you are going in a vehicle, when you are going in a what's called pothole, so there is a shock absorber that takes the shocks, and then only your ride is smooth. If there is no shock absorber at all, then what will be the condition? Race car. One person, one minister said, I got a complaint yesterday that there are so many potholes in the road, and he called the PWD or what, a public works department person, and asked, what you people are doing? Within no time it should be filled. Got it? Fine. Next day that person came and said, all potholes are filled. Such a quick job! And he went there, the previous day's rain, everything was filled in water. Now when you have a pothole and you are going through that, when that it hits you, you wish you had a absorber, isn't it? In the same way, in your own household or any place where you work, there are a lot of differences of opinions. People do not agree upon the same thing, all of them. So there is constantly a war or a intolerance or exchange of heat, exchange of opinion. This will go on. But if that leader of a group or a person who has understood the characteristics of the people, he could absorb it and make sure that there is no tension between people, is it not worth that attempt to absorb it? So in your own household also, there must be somebody who absorbs all the shocks. And that can happen only when you don't have himsa in your mind. You don't retaliate. You don't become revengeful. You are able to absorb that. That's why Mahatma Gandhi, if you say ahimsa, first thing comes to your mind is Mahatma Gandhi only.
Yeah.
Even though that was there in the Upanishad, it is there. In Gita, it is there. But who became an epitome or an example of that? Who demonstrated it is possible? It's a human, isn't it? It's a scriptural statement, but it was exemplified by a human. Ahimsa, non-violence. So, amanitvam, adambitvam, ahimsa, shanti. So, the shanti is a byproduct of ahimsa. Only when you are able to tolerate the imperfection in you as well as others, more than you yourself, others, then only there is shanti. And a person of peace is a person of strength. The peace is a product of ability to, not to, as I said, not to retaliate, and also not afraid. Can you be at peace when things are going sixes and sevens? When you are uncertain? When you are afraid? When you are helpless? The shanti cannot come. Peace won't be there. See, best manager is one who can handle crisis. When everything is going wrong, everything is going right, there is no need for managers. There is no need for any leaders. Leader is proved only when there is uncertainty, fear. I read somewhere there was a very well-known executive, and he was retired. And the one who was chosen to in place of him, he went to him and said, "Please tell me the secret of your entire success. I would like to learn from you." This also I have mentioned somewhere before. So he gave him 3 envelopes. He said, "These 3 envelopes I am giving it to you. Number 1, 2, 3. 3 name a number. So next time you find any crisis, open the first one, and then the second, and then the third. Okay. So over a period of time, when he took over, obviously there was some amount of, non-acceptance and things like that, but it went on a little. Suddenly, one quarter, they could not meet the targets. And everybody focused on this guy. Now, after your leadership, this has happened. What is your answer to this? Why didn't this quarter we didn't do good? So he said, okay, let me come, wait. He went to his room, shut himself, opened the envelope. What is that I need to do now? It said, blame the market. He came with a beaming smile. I'll tell you exactly what happened. By the time he prepared his mind, I can give you statistical evidence that the entire market is suffering, not us only. The whole industry is suffering. We are only part of the whole thing. And he was quite eloquent enough to prove that the market is the cause for the problem. So it somehow settled. Next quarter they could do well and then move on. After a few quarters later, not quarters, huh? Don't take me wrong. Again there was a slump. Again the board asked him, what is your answer to this? Okay, wait. Close the door. Blame the team. Came. You see, we have the best of the people. No doubt about that. But once in a while, they just don't do their best. I'm trying my best to make sure that everybody is productive. But there are issues with the union, issues with the labor, and issues with, they are not agreeing to terms. There is some amount of misunderstanding going on. I will settle it down. Don't worry about it. This is just a short period of time we have a problem. I will correct the team. Don't worry. So some answer was given to the board and they were happy about it. A few quarters later, again there's a dip. This time you cannot go blame the market again because that is already done. The team also he is already done. Now what will you do? He cannot admit that he is not competent. So he went, wait. He went, quit. Why did that context come now? Anyway. So the Shanti is when you are able to absorb the uncertainties, unpredictabilities. That will be there. It's not always the smooth one. Our Gurudev would say, you want a Parama Shanti, lie down. 4 people will carry you. That is when the Parama Shanti will take place. When you are alive, when you are a person of the world, there will be ups and downs. Shanti is not assured all the time. Only time when you are given complete Shanti is only when, as Bhagavan Krishna puts in Bhagavad Gita, that a person who has absolutely no anger, greed, and desire, such a person, Shaknodi heva yassodum prak sharira vimokshanat kama krodotbhavam vegam sayuktasya sukhi naraha. One who can withstand the force of kama krodha, udbhavam vegam, the force of kama and krodha. One who is able to withstand iha eva prak sharira vimokshanat, before the fall of the body. If one can withstand the force of anger and desire, such a person alone can be happy even while living. So that Shanti is possible, provided we are capable of withstanding the force of greed or desire and anger. When nobody is there at home, Shanti. When people come, only will know what's happened to the Shanti. Swamiji, when I come to the temple, it's all Shanti. Temple kahan se de jabe? How can the temple give you Shanti? Or you go to Himalayas. Peaceful Swamiji, right? Because nobody is there. You are looking at nature only. Would you say, this Himalayas is so beautiful, provided little more snow is there? Or this peak is there and that tree is here. Then you will never get Shanti out of that also. Whenever you would like to change the world outside, you will never get Shanti. Understand that. You, not world outside, anybody also. You have all experienced. Tried to change your husband, tried to change your children. You had it. Never. It will not happen that easily. Unless they want it. So, aham amanitvam adambitvam ahimsa shanti. And a man of firm will alone have arjavam. Straightforwardness. Because there is no ambiguity about his thinking. I know what it is. I got the right information and I am going to do this for sure. Arjava means like an arrow. Arrow is that which is always straight. Have you found an arrow like this? Then you release it, it will go here. It will not go anywhere because it's very turn around, very twist itself, you lose all the momentum. The momentum is most ideal only when it is straight. So that is what it is. Arjava means be straight. But be straight does not mean go and hurt somebody. How ugly you are. Straightforward, I'll tell you. You don't. No, I'm serious. No. I'm just giving an example. Don't take it too seriously. No, but you want to be straight, but don't be like that. That is not straightforward. Straightforward is in my thinking, I'm straight. There is no ambiguity. There is no doubt. So that also Dhairya. Gurudev, if he would be very straight. To most of us, you would just say, not right. Said it right now. You will not improve at all if you have this in your personality. So he won't, because he was saying for our good. We should understand that, not to ridicule us, not to criticize us, but to make sure that we correct ourselves. It's like when you're standing in front of the mirror, it will make you look good. Then it is not a mirror, I'm telling you. Whoever goes, they look beautiful. Would you like that kind of a mirror? Would you? Anytime. Even when you wake up from your bed. There are some applications, right? In app. They will only make you look good. I don't think so. It will make you distorted. It will make fun of it. Right? I don't think they have discovered anything that you go to the most ugliest face, it will look good. No. So if the mirror is like that, then you don't want that kind of a mirror. So also a friend of yours who talks, it says, you are great. I'm telling you, you are the best. Please don't have such people around you. Because they will never tell you what is wrong. And you will never improve. A teacher also should not be like that. The 3 people you should have in your life who should not be talking to your terms. I mean, dancing to your terms. A doctor, a guru, and a friend. If you have these 3 of them who always talks good and never tells you what is wrong with you, dangerous they are. Doctor you go, you have all sort of problems. Best of the health, I'm telling you, it's so 230.9 pounds. You know what I'm talking about. 239.9. You're not obese. Why? Because 240 is obese. You put a pen inside, you will become 240. So if your doctor is saying just to please you, it's like that Birbal I told you in the morning story about it. Birbal went to, once Akbar was eating some food and it was a new dish they made. So he was eating. Hey Birbal, what is this food? So it is delicious. Oh, that is made of a particular vegetable. It has bahu guna. Many qualities in Hindi. You know, bahu guna means very good qualities. Oh, very good. And he ate more, and he had, he became a gas chamber. Gas all day. He came back next day. What kind of a thing it was? I ate, and then it's not bahu guna. You said what guna? No, it is begun. No quality. That's mangan, no? Intelligent people don't eat that. Bengan, eggplant. That's eggplant, bengan, begun. But yesterday you didn't tell me that because you are enjoying it. Now, tell me, is he honest? Yes, it is and it is not. Because he went according to what he wanted. A doctor should never be dancing to the tune of the patient. Then he is not enough. Similarly, a guru. He should not just because disciple doesn't want it, therefore, no. You are here to get disciplined. Disciple means get disciplined. He has to say this. You are wrong. Go and correct it. Similarly, your friend, if he says you are always right, there is something seriously wrong with that person. Better don't have such people. But we don't like it. No? If somebody says, but it's not all the time criticizing. That is not what I mean. What is wrong? He has to say, like a mirror. It is not right. Arjavam. Arjavam. This is another point. So there are so many values provided by Bhagavad Gita. I just gave few of them. Others I don't know. No, I know that. But some people say Amanitvam, Madambitvam, Ahimsa, Kshanti, Arjavam, etc. I don't know further. So the greatest dhairya is to live by our values. Uncompromisingly. Not any fear at all. That only a Mahatma, a great person can initiate us into that. Because if you see people around, they are, circumstantially they are good, but not always. That's why it's a prasangena, dharma phala, dharma kamarthan, prasangena. Only on occasions, not always. Are you good? Sometimes. Then you are not good. It is like somebody gave a bunch of notes to find out how many are there. I was told that it is 100 notes of $10. Can you just check? He went almost to 60 and then gave it back. Up to 60 it is there. It must be there. How can that be? It is like, are you pregnant? Sort of. What is that sort of pregnancy? Sort of. What is it? You are either pregnant or not pregnant. Are you good? Sort of. Then you are not good. Same sort of. So that dhairya is to stand by the values, and this is what I am going to do. That requires that, as I said, dhriti. Being strong in what you believe in. So that only a Mahatma of that stature could give us that push to the next level of growth. It's like when you are driving a car, when you have, and you're driving on a straight road, it is okay. But when the moment you see that you are going up, the road is going up, what do? Lower grade or higher grade? Higher gear. Nowadays no problem. What is it? No. It's what do you call that? Auto gear.
Stick shift.
When you start using stick shift, you have to decide that. If I need to climb up that, I need to put a higher gear. In the same way, higher values. If you are facing things that are demanding higher, you are going towards a higher goal, it requires higher values. Until we really seek to go to the higher values, we never understand why do we need, higher goals. We never know why we need higher values. If you are on the plane only, it will keep going. But if you want to really climb up, you need greater power. And that's how our Mahatmas, great men of wisdom, they said, if you want to go to the next level, you must develop higher values. Uncompromisingly. That's why in that particular chapter, Gita says, Etat jnanam iti proktam. This is knowledge. Ajnanam yatatonyata. All others are called ajnanam. Ignorance. So that's we gratefully, reverentially remember Pujya Gurudev for what he has, the momentum that he has given to us. Dhairyapradaaya, one who has given the Dhairyam. He has given us the confidence to move. And standing behind, he always said, I will stand behind you. You cannot come back. Push you. Don't slack. Move. It's like, in India, when you have a chariot and all, after some time they will put a ching on something. What do you call that? Sharpening. Muttu Tamil. What is it called? When you are...
To stop it.
To stop the big
stopper.
Big ones.
Yeah.
Hedge. They put a hedge there. Hedge, right? Wedge. Something. So wedge, then you don't come down. And then you pull it further, there you put there. So you don't come down. You just keep moving up. So these values prescribed by Gurudev, which will give us, stay there. Don't come down. Move further. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kasyat Dukhabhat Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri